Hey everyone, my name is Ethan, and today we're going to be looking at aero for the C8 Corvette. Specifically the different tiers of aero packages that you can find from our friends at Verus Engineering and how they stack up against the OEM aero performance. So whether you're street driving or building a track car, this video will help you understand what each modification does to the car and which ones will be best for you. From factory, the C8 does a solid job at managing airflow. Chevrolet balanced cooling, downforce, and drag on top of ensuring that the car just remained practical for everyday drivers. For users who demanded more performance, GM gave us the performance packages, which added more aggressive aero elements and improved stability and grip on track. But when Corvette engineers designed the C8's aero, they weren't only chasing performance. They also had to take things like ride quality, clearance, safety, and wind noise into account. And that is the main difference in design philosophy between the OEM aero packages and something like the Verus Ventus packages. Verus is able to prioritize performance without having to make those compromises. Verus has 3 tiers of Ventus packages, the third being the most focused on performance. But let's start with the first tier. The Ventus 1 package comes with 2 main components, the dive planes and either the carbon diffuser or the aluminum diffuser with rear spats. Dive planes are great for people who want modest gains in performance with no clearance issues. These ones from Verus generate downforce by manipulating the airflow around the vehicle instead of through air actually hitting the component, which improves efficiency. The rear diffuser is one of the most important components in an aero setup. It works by creating a lower pressure on the bottom surface and reduces drag by filling in the wake region behind the car. That low pressure region created by the diffuser pulls rearward on the car, therefore increasing downforce. The carbon diffuser works similarly to the aluminum diffuser, but since carbon allows for a bit more design freedom, the performance of the carbon diffuser has a slightly higher peak than that of the aluminum diffuser. This graph shows the downforce and drag data of all the Ventus packages compared to OEM. If we focus on the gray line on these graphs, which represent the Ventus 1 package, we can see that at peak performance, the Ventus 1 package will give us just less than 250 pounds of downforce and a bit under 25 pounds of drag. The Ventus 1 package is a great option for those who want a slight bump in performance and looks without spending too much. Moving on to Tier 2, the Ventus 2 package introduces aluminum front splitter options, side splitters, carbon ducktails, and the UCW bottom mount or swan neck rear wing. Starting with the splitter, this component is great for anyone who wants way more front-end downforce. The Verus splitter is created from a motorsports-grade polyweave carbon fiber, which makes it super durable. Side splitters prevent the high-pressure air from the top side of the vehicle from getting under the car. The aero balance is minimally affected from these components, and the increase in downforce is centrally located on the vehicle. The side splitters are made from the same polyweave as the front splitter. The carbon ducktail functions similarly to the dive planes in the fact that it produces downforce by controlling the airflow around the vehicle and not actually on the spoiler itself. Removing the ducktail spoiler on a C8 with the Ventus 3 package installed resulted in a total downforce reduction of just under 11%. On top of that, it serves as a great way to cover up those pesky leftover holes from your factory installed wing. Coming in both swan neck and bottom mount variations, the rear wing is arguably the coolest difference between the Ventus 2 and 1 package. It's created with a 2x2 twill carbon fiber and finished in an automotive clear coat. Apart from just looking awesome, the rear wing provides a great increase in rear downforce, perfect for anyone that's looking for a bump in rear grip. Looking at the data graph and focusing on the blue areas this time, we can see a huge increase in downforce across the spectrum in comparison to the Ventus 1 kit. Now, of course, downforce is inherently going to add drag to the car, but Verus is definitely one of the better brands when it comes to adding downforce efficiently whilst trying to prevent adding too much drag to the setup. The third and final tier of the Ventus packages introduces end plates to the front splitters and the larger V1X rear wing. The end plates introduced to the front splitter provide an additional bump in downforce. And since they shift the front aero balance forward, they allow the use of a more aggressive wing angle or the V1X rear wing to be installed. The V1X wing was created similarly to the UCW wing, just with a higher capacity for downforce. We can see this when comparing the downforce data between the V1X wing and the UCW wing. The V1X at 2 degrees AOA, or angle of attack, produces more downforce than the UCW wing at 12 degrees AOA, and produces less drag at the same time. All these packages have different use cases. The Ventus 3 package is the best for anyone who wants to reduce their lap times. The Ventus 1 and 2 package is a bit more mild, for people who love the occasional spirited drive or just want to add a little spice to the aesthetics of their Corvette. We don't offer any of these components as packages right now, but if you contact us at our website paragonperf.com, we can personally help you find these products or with any questions you might have. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about aero modifications while watching this video. I know I did making it, but thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.